Okay, welcome back on a stormy Tuesday evening. So if I lose power and the stream cuts, you know why. So I was taking a look through the code base early this morning. There's a couple things left to do here on the dividend history table. We need a new query to select an upcoming dividend, which is essentially we need to be able to check if there is an upcoming dividend payment. And what that means is that there is an upcoming dividend if there is a dividend that we have in the database that's payment date is still in the future for a given stock. The other thing that we need to do is ensure that all queries, when they return their data, are sorted by the X date and then the record date. And this is something that I was doing in the application before, and this is one of those things that I want to be able to push to the database now is some of these sort operations. So that should be pretty nice to have. So let's go ahead and test. Let's do the sorting first. So we're going to sort by what's the Postgres sort syntax again? I don't remember. Order by, all right, not sort. Order by X date. This is going to be descending, and record date also descending. Can we do multiple? Yeah, both descending. And we're going to want this on both of these here. And we're probably going to want it on this as well, although I'm not 100% sure if this is going to work, but we'll give it a try. This we need to rename because we are not using service at this level. This is now a table. And let's run this real quick again and see if any tests broke. If not, then we will maybe break it just to make sure it's working. And then just make sure everything's okay. All right, so things broke, which is both good and bad. Oh, maybe I don't have Docker turned on. That would be a problem. Here comes the storms. Okay. Okay, both tests failed. There's a column named xdate in table, but it cannot be referenced from this part of the query, right? So I'm guessing this batch can't handle the sort, but let's see why the other one doesn't. So we'll just ignore the batch one for now. Okay, so both of them work, but let's make sure that this is really correct here. So let's make this a little more difficult. So It's sorting by the X date and then the record date. So actually this should have, so X date, oh no, then the record date. Yeah, that, yeah. Okay. So this should be coming back sorted because the X date is in front of this, but this also could be null. So let's test this. Fun. So we'll do one that's testing the sort date or the X date, and then one that is testing the record date. And it's essentially going to be this same test. And I'm not super concerned about this. Do I want to do this? Yeah. So I'm going to just refactor this. Return this. So I'm going to make all these functions use the helper. And then we will kind of work on, right. So this should be fine. But if I reverse this, then it should still pass because it'll be sorted by the X date. Okay. It's in sort order. And actually, just to make sure, let's do sorted by it.xdate. What do we do? Because we do this in here. Yeah, sorted by X and record. So let's pull this over. Right. All right. So this will make sure it's always sorted. And then if I reverse the order of what I got and insert it, then it'll work. Okay. Now, what we can also do is we can add no, because this is the toMutable list. And then we can say dividends dot add, and we're basically going to add a dividend that doesn't have a X date. And it'll be last. Yeah, let's actually put it first, because that means it would in theory be, if it's null, it'll be last. And then this should, we'll need to compare it actually. Actually, hang on. This is wrong. Select by symbol. And then what's the easiest way to compare this ignoring the ID? So what we need to do is grab them and then assert true that the result of 0.xdate is before result of 1.xdate. Right? Right. Okay, so now our record date is wrong. And that is to be expected. Although interesting, expected 3 but only got 2. But there's 3 in here. So why is that not getting inserted? Select dividends by symbol. Okay. So how are we really going to compare this though? So this should come back with the record date last. I'm going to make this 2. And then this record date so I'm going to make this record date based off of the existing dividends.last.record date minus 1 day. Right? So this way the test should always be valid. And then this should be in front. This should essentially be in the middle. So we are going to assert true that the item that we put in there, record date, is equal to the result of 1.record date. No. X date must not be null. Okay, so yeah, so we have an issue with our mappers here now. Right. So this could be null, but it doesn't know that. rs.getDate must not be null. Okay. So we need to check if a bunch of these exist. Start. Do they have something to check if it exists? Hmm. Well, that's interesting. How the heck am I going to check if it exists or not? If it's... check for SQL null, value null, return null. The result is null. Okay. So even though this is saying it's couldn't be null, this could be null. So if I check if right? This is, yeah, this is something. I don't think this is going to work in Kotlin. I'm going to have to do some. I'm going to have to do some trickery here. Yeah. Right. All right, let's look at this interface. Hmm. So am I going to have to use get object here? Or can I use find column? No, that's not going to work. Well, this sucks. All right. Well, what are we going to do here? Result set with null values. Mm-hmm. This has got to be something that... Unless you have a type member for your connection with logic. I don't know. Mm. Okay. I maybe see what we could do. Um... Right, RS. Okay, so this should be fine. Yeah, this is going to complain, but this, I hope, would fix it. So this is essentially a mismatch in the typing's not being very good. Yeah, that fixes it. So this really, since it could be null, this should really have a nullable annotation, but it's got a... what is this from? Java SQL result set. Is there like a... All right, so this is just a super old class. So this should be fine. Okay, so now we need to fix our test. Let's take a look at how these are coming back. Okay, results. So it's sorting by the X date first, then the record date. And the record date is that. Record date is, oh. So this is, I'm going to make this 1, 3, and then it should be 2 in the middle. Well. Is that really what I want, actually? Wait, 01, 03. The last record date minus 1 day. Why? It should be 012. Oh, 2021. Yo, that is not okay. 2021. Nope. Select dividends by symbol and date. Expected to, actual 1. Right. Why did that fail this time? Okay. Select by record date. So I'm expecting the one that I added here. The one with the null X date to be in the middle, but it's really at the end because, again, why is the record date 2020? Local date of 2021, local date of 2021. In that order, take the last one, the record date, oh, it's because I'm, why is this 2020 12/31? It should be picking up this date and subtracting a day. And it's year, month, day. Right? Part of the reason yeah, because it's sorted. Yeah, it should be the other direction in this case. Right. Right. There to there. Right. Then the dividends that we're going to insert, this first one is going to have a record date of there. And then the result is going to be that that thing is at the end. I mean, this really doesn't happen very often, so maybe the sorting that I want is a little different. Maybe I really want by record date and then X date. Or maybe do I really want ascending? Well, let's try and debug this again. Yeah, so if this is null, it's always going to be put last. So maybe we just only ever sort it by the record date. I feel like that's problematic though. Because we explicitly do that here. If it's not empty, sort it by that and the record. Okay, so this is doing something different than the SQL sort. I am just going to do this by record date. This should be fine. Postgres considers null values larger than any other null. If you use descending, you'll get null values at the top of the result table. Okay, so that's actually what I want. So really, something with an X date is going to be first. And I think that's reasonable. That didn't work. X date is last, but it says it should be first in Postgres. This is off. Postgres, order by descending. Yeah, that's what it says. If I do ascending, is it at the top? No. This is using select dividends by symbol. The result always has the null thing last. That is not what I want. I want it first. Unless this article I'm reading is wrong. Uh-huh. Okay, I guess this is what I want. But now sort by X date is going to be off. So 1. In this case, now 1 is going to be before 0, which makes sense, right? We want the most recent payment at the top, like, of a list. Yeah. Okay. Glad we got that figured out. So this is just going to be X date descending. Okay. All right, so we got that fixed. Fix fix sorting by X date. Okay. All right, now select upcoming dividend. So we need to select the upcoming dividend if we have a dividend in the table and if the payment date is today or in the future. Okay. Okay. Oops. And this is going to return 1 dividend. Potentially 1 dividend. Query. Okay. Actually, this could return many, I guess, in theory, although that would be weird if it did, but it could, I guess. So we are going to select star from dividend history where symbol equals symbol. We're going to bind this. And then what do we want? We want where payment date is greater than now. Order by X date descending. Right? So select from dividend history where the symbol is this, and the payment date is in the future, meaning the dividend has not been paid yet. Right? Right. Okay. Test. Okay. And let's test this with potentially multiple things. So let's make the payment date always in the future. Now plus days 1. Actually, let's make 1 today and 1 in the future. So that way we check if it's inclusive of the day or not, which we want it to be. So if it is the day that it's being paid, we want to see it in this. Right? Yeah. Dividend history.insert dividends. Dividends to insert. And then we want result is the dividend history dot select upcoming dividends, and we want to assert equals that we get 2 back. That didn't work. Oh, yeah, result.count. Well, size. But this also doesn't handle the case if there's one previously. So let's do this. And then we will add one. Oh, this can use that as well. We will add one that's in the past. So local date dot now dot -1 day. All right. That didn't work. Expected to, but we only got 1. So this is -1 day. So what did we do wrong down here? Payment is in the future, and this is today. Okay, so is greater than or equal to really we just want date. Oh, date compare. This is interesting. What is this? Date GE. So really we want it to only compare like the date, not the time and everything like that. So maybe we really just want current date. Will that do the trick? Yep, that's what we want. So current date gives just the date, not the date with the time, and now gives timestamp with time zone. So that wasn't going to work. So current date is what we want. Okay. We've got our upcoming dividends. which is great. Okay. Let's add select upcoming dividends, right? Oops. Yeah. Okay. So if I take a look, that's really all the service needs to do in order to remove Firestore. We do need to do the stuff with the yield. But I think that's probably it for now. This is really the everything that we needed to do. And these queries should cover all of the different use cases that I have, both in the app that we have today and the web. So this is looking pretty good. Hmm. Yeah, this should be fine. All right, so let's do this real quick. Let's just run the test from end to end. See if we didn't break anything. Elvis operator is useless if it's null. Yeah, this is gonna annoy me. At suppress warnings. No, it's just at suppress, right? How do you... I don't remember in Kotlin how you do this. Tests all pass, which is good. How do I suppress this? How does suppress work? I don't want to remove, I want to suppress. Useless Elvis. Okay. Come on. I would think that it would just be that. At suppress. Hmm. It's really annoying. There's no complete, or well, at least I can find. There's no complete list of there's no complete list of things to suppress. So yeah, right. I mean, is it this? This would go away. Ah, there we go. It went away. Awesome. Okay. Useless Elvis, right is null. That's what it is. Shoo. Okay. This file. I wish I could star this file. Actually, I can. I am going to put this here so that I don't lose it. Uh, suppress the warning. All right. Now I pushed up this stuff to GitLab, but apparently it's failing. So let's take a look at that. The tests are failing. That's interesting. Sort by record date. True, but was false. So this is a good one. Select sort by record date failed. Right, because yeah, this test is pretty fragile. We need to fix this. All right, we're not going to use these. We're just gonna fix this. as if it was really correct. Local date dot of 2021 0101. Okay, then let's put another one that really should be after it first. And then when we insert it, actually, is this, no, this test doesn't make any sense anymore because we're not doing it by record date. Yeah, we're only doing it by X date. By X date. Yeah, this test doesn't matter anymore. Oh, yes, it does. Actually, what happens if this I'm actually curious what. So if they're both null, then it's just going to return in order, which that is actually not what we want. Let's see what this does. No, I want descending. Yeah. Yeah. This one should be first. So the first one should be the second one in the list. Yep. Okay. Yeah, so we fixed that. Oh, what are these going on here? Okay. Fixed, fix sorting. This should fix the tests running in CI. This is why you have CI, so you have tests that run not on your computer, that run in a different time zone, that check your date math mistakes from time to time. In the next stream, I actually might go into a bunch of the stuff that I've set up with GitLab, Terraform as my managed state, and then we might actually look at, I have a home server here, and I would like to add it as a Docker CI test runner, or a GitLab CI runner, which can then run these tests locally on this machine, and it should be potentially quite a bit faster than this because it is a bare metal machine. So we need to apply this to all of these. And we should probably make this a string. This probably shouldn't have this on it. But then if we change it for anything, it will change for all things. To date. Yeah, that should be fine. Order by. And we'll rerun the test again, but that should be fine. Only const val can be used in constant expressions. Right. So yeah, this confuses the hell out of the IntelliJ thing here, but that's fine. No big deal. Postgres, yeah. Test still pass. This is still running, so this should be fine. And you see why I want to be able to run this on a server that I have here at home. It's because the executors in GitLab are, the free ones anyways, are not great. next thing I got to do is bring in, yeah. We're going to have to export all of the existing dividend history that I have and then get it into this Postgres database. At some point. We can probably do that in the next stream. This shouldn't be logging, but whatever. Nope, still failed. Select sort by record date. Select sort by record date. So what is happening? And select sort by X date. What? We're specifying our Postgres container. 13.4. The sorting is different. That is crazy. All right, I'm going to spend one more minute on this. Select sort by. How the hell is this not working? Well, really what we want to assert is that the hang on a second. Really we want to assert that the result dot record date is before this date. And I can just do this because I know it's there. Right? If it's sorting in that order, the record date should be above it. And I don't know why sort that X date is failing, but we will. Nope. Record date. Yeah, okay. If it's greater, then it's going to be after. So the most recent one is first. Right. And if we're sorting by the X date, then this is going to be is after the first one. Right. Okay. Let's try this. This we can cancel because this is going to fail. Results. Yep, that's fine. Yep. Actually, I'll know what I'll do here too is add another assert true that dividends dot I'm gonna do this dividends dot map. No, for each assert true that d dot xdate dot is after local date dot now. Come on, CI. Whoa, dog. All right, we'll give this a minute. It should be done in a second here. Still waiting. I guess while we're waiting, we can give ourselves a bit more of a to-do here. Okay, we need to import dividend history into the Postgres table. We also need to check if we need any indexes on the dividend history table. I suspect we will need some indexes. Then we'll do the dividend yield table. What else? Then we can probably do the company info table. This actually has search on it. So that'll be an interesting one to do. Then we got to do the news table. Actually, what is in search service? That's just the symbols, right? And this just uses SQLite right now. Symbol search table with search. Okay, looks like the tests. Oh, they haven't run yet. Almost there. Peers table. Stats table. The splits table. Actually, let's do all the dividend stuff first. Dividend companies table. Which this could just be a view of the dividend history table, but we'll have to look at that. The chart table is going to be another interesting one. That is going to be another very large table with daily chart data for different stocks. So that one's going to be fun. Okay, they are passing. Select sort by record date passed, and select sort by X date did not pass. Expected true but was false. Okay, so why? Select sort by X date. Why is that failing? So we insert the dividends, we select dividends by symbol, and we expect yeah, that should be correct. well, this is really the only thing we can do. We're not running all the tests. It would be good to run all the tests. Maybe I missed something here. Maybe this test really is broken. Okay, so yeah, two things are broken. So this is coming in second. On sort by X date. So why is that? Order by, sort by, X date, record date, descending. Yeah, descending is what we want. If I remove this, does that fix it? Okay. What are we missing here? Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing this wrong. Order by, X date, descending, record date, descending as well. Right? Yeah. Okay. This is what I was missing. I had my query syntax wrong. So I added in something. In the future, this is in the past. Select upcoming dividends. Wait a minute, what? Assert that the X date that we got up here is after oh. Yeah, we can't do this. This is not. Yeah. Well, okay, so this is going to become a problem. So this needs to be now dot plus days 1. So I'm just making these values always be ahead of time. Yep. Okay. We won't pull that in. Sorting and tests. Finally. Commit that. Add some to-dos. Check out the pipelines. We have exceeded 30% or less shared runner after it runs out. No new jobs or pipeline projects run. Right. Yeah, this is why I need to add my runner so that it prefers to use my local machine, because I will definitely run out of minutes real quick. But this should work now. All right, let's let this run for a minute and see what happens. We'll be back. Okay, tests are running almost. Gee, what is this file? I don't think there's anything in here I need to change. Yeah, that's fine. All right, here we go. Cross your fingers. Oh, they all passed. No, we're all good. Awesome. Okay. Well, that's it for tonight then. Next stream, we need to add our own GitLab runner, so we'll get our own dedicated hardware set up. And we'll stop this pipeline to save us some minutes here. But then, yeah, we should be off to the races. We got a bunch more tables to do, but making really good progress, getting back into the swing of things, remembering how to use SQL, which is always a good thing. So let me know if you have any questions. We'll catch you in the next stream.